All right, welcome back, ladies and gents. You're still watching the Battlexie AxSEA games, and here we go. We are going into the lower bracket finals. My name is Cheetah, and coming at you with me is Jaeger, and surprisingly, it's not going to be El Momo here. Rather, it's going to be Nero versus Shiksha.
Interesting, very interesting. Okay, well, we're gonna see the finals here for the lower bracket. So let's see how they do. Shiksha, 2-0'd just earlier by Dizzy, and then well, this person beat El Momomo, so probably the best player in the world.
Well, it's not like we're not familiar with Nero anyway. Nero was he was the first guy who actually had the what's it called, the dust that we're so fond of, the one with the woodsman's power. That's the first guy we saw who actually had it. And of course, Nero, he was the one who I believe um, breezed through the entire Philippine qualifier. Fairly certain he was the one who actually won that entire thing. So very big competition here, as well as he also did do incredibly well in the group stages. So really, a very big opponent here for Shiksha if Shiksha wants to, run it back versus Dizzy in the grand finals.
Well, if there's the opportunity for it, I don't see why that shouldn't happen. It's just I mean, getting a I was spelling it Nero in my head. Now I know who this is. Yeah,
Yeah, Nero.
this is Nero. Okay, now I know who it is. Um, yeah, I mean, it's one thing to get a rematch with Dizzy. It's another thing to beat Dizzy.
True. It's not saying that no one else has done it. There definitely have been players who have shown Dizzy what for, but in today's competitive meta, in today's tournament, rather, Dizzy seems to be the one to beat. So let's see if, Nera can, well, if either Nera or Shiksha can beat them. We're going to see who's going to be facing Dizzy right now. But look at the drafts right now. They've been pretty quick, actually. Nera picking up the plant, the Carrot Hammer plant, and the energy manipulation beast, while Shiksha will pick up the Healy plant with Hot Butt, and also the unbanned Catfish Aqua.
Okay, interesting. We
Very
have
much so.
seen we have seen that banned out quite often. The fact that we went for a ban onto the Arco Aqua instead is an interesting choice from both sides, actually. So, I mean, if Nero wanted to, he could have picked up the Bone Sail as well, but chooses not to. He went for the Revenge Arrow Beast and the Balloon Pop and then the Plant. And so Shiksha has plenty of choices left. If he wants to, he could go. I was going to say he could go for the Bird. He could have gone for
Wicked.
both of the mechs as well. So yeah, he's gone for a bit more damage here, I think, and no backdoor potential, but egg manipulate potential for sure.
Yeah. Now, I don't think he's going to be going for the back door when his composition is really more tailored towards slamming through the front as fast as possible. Just breaking through
FBI
before. Yeah,
coming in.
FBI, open up! Give me your beast. I say that when both of their teams really have no choice but to go through the front.
I
Although
like,
Shiksha does have a lot more utility.
I think about it now, and if FBI says open up, you don't really have the chance to open up, do you? Because they just break down the door. It's like it's what do you call it?
Huh.
It's a rhetorical question or a
It is.
rhetorical request.
I
FBI
mean,
open up, but they're doing it themselves.
so the thing about that is that when the FBI does say open up, usually they give you a little bit of time to respond. But if you don't, that's when they start, breaking things down. You do have to comply as a citizen of the United States because that's where the FBI operates. But if you don't, that's the only time when the FBI will start to kick your door down.
You know, It makes you wonder, like, why did they call themselves FBI instead of FIB or FIB? Like,
Because then they would be in GTA.
exactly. It makes more sense. Federal Bureau of Investigation versus Federal Investigation Bureau.
I think it kind of lies in the fact that, fib means to lie. I don't think they want to be associated with
No,
that
they
kind
should.
of. Yeah, all right, fair enough. uh,
Well, Nero and Shiksha, you've made your choices. You have your AxSEA. Let's get it going.
yeah, we will be waiting for them to get it going. Indeed, they should be getting their game up and running soon. So just a little bit of patience, ladies and gents. Thanks for tuning in once again, and we'll be right back when the game does pop.
Yep.
And lights off, and away we go in the losers bracket finals here.
Down into the
Shiksha.
first chicane.
Down into the first chicane. Shiksha still not drawing his cards.
Can you imagine that? Lights out and away we go, and no overtakes available because we don't have the card for overtake.
That's sad. That's a big sad. Well, unless we don't overtake because we're in front. But anyway, guys, if you're an F1 fan, race at Imola later, which is why me and Jaeger are so excited. But for this match, we're also excited to see who's gonna get the upper hand in this best of 3. Oh, that kind of rhymed. I like that. Look at their teams. They got the Aqua Bird Plant for Shiksha, and Nero's got his Plant Beast Aqua, the ABP that we have been kind of accustomed to throughout the meta, or the early days of AxSEA. This is one of the really, really good compositions. So yeah, just once again, we wait for the cards to be drawn. There's really not a lot that you can say about these AxSEAs before the cards do get drawn, because unlike previous games and matches where we kind of saw a game plan happening beforehand, this one it's just kind of like, there's AxSEAs, and then they have to go through the front, so they're not really looking for something like a back door, so they're not waiting for a specific card or anything.
I love it when the cards come out so that we finish before the race starts. I love when that happens,
Yeah, me too.
Yeah,
I'd love that if it happened. Yes.
Please.
I know it very well.
We only have Bloody hell.
4 hours to go.
No, race starts at 9. It's
What?
2 hours.
That's 2
and 18
hours.
Minutes.
Oh my god.
Nero,
Arrow, please.
Paki Bilis.
Yeah, there it is. Nero, he's also another Philippine representative. So they're really fighting to see if Vietnam can stand up to the Philippines, because Shiksha, boy oh boy, he's gonna have a little bit of a rough time here. Gonna be coming from the lower bracket. He's the last Vietnamese representative here in the Battlexie AxSEA games, while Nero and Dizzy, they're both from the Philippines, so they're absolutely going to be, they're going to be great here. They're completely fine, at least in in the representing the Philippines camp. They're going to definitely do their best to rep. And there we go. There's the cards that we have so been waiting for. The first move will be from Shiksha, immediately going for some damage onto the plant, while Nera is going to go for steal. That didn't really steal much. So right off the bat, Nera's kind of behind in terms of his plant's HP, but I don't think that's a hurdle to stop him, because he has 2 more energy than Shiksha has at the moment.
Full energy. Tail slap is available for some extra energy to be gained in the following round. If you manage to pull 2 of those, it could be a little bit dangerous for Nero. Nero may be looking to finish off that plant. ASAP Rocky. I like seeing Star Shuriken again. What do I know?
Yeah, Star Shurikens, it's something that we haven't seen really in the competitive scene for a while. But oh god, Shiksha really tried to go for that kill, and he did get it. A little bit of a waste of energy here for Nero. He's got to be shaking his head for that one. You gotta be so vigilant. You have to make so much use of every card that you have here, and Nero's just kind of failed to do that right now. So a little bit of a tragedy for him losing that plant when he knew that he could get some good damage off of it. He does have 5 energy into this round though. Still possible, but he's fighting an uphill battle now. Double Mimo. Shiksha getting so much value from the energy and the fact that he's got that plant. Well, he's not got the plant anymore, but he does have the energy lead, so all according to Keikaku. Translator's note, Keikaku means plant.
Well, good amount of damage about to come the way of this beast. Fear applied, and of course was the miss of the first. There was a crit on the second bony sail, but you can have what little. No, there's no energy left regardless, and so Buddha not going to do what it was intended to. Last stand leaves it down on 1. That's going to be the aroma ending the bird. So now we've seen it before. Aqua versus Aqua. So much energy remaining as well. A miss and a hit. And there it is. That is all you need. The 4 moves, not enough shielding in general. Although now I say that, I'm looking at quite a bit. But 135, he's going to survive that. He's going to get a hit off.
Barely.
He's going to get a heal. He's going to get 2 energy. And that's going to be 4 for both of them. But speed.
I don't think it's going to matter, yeah.
For
Nero's a
Nero.
little bit too fast.
This is my Aqua minus 4.
And that's gotta be a feels good for you, Jaeger, as you see an amalgamation of your own AxSEA win the first game here in our losers final. So Nero, 1 step closer. It looked a little iffy coming into that, not gonna lie, but he was able to pull it off, and now Vietnam stands to be eliminated here.
If they pick the carrot hammer plan, the beast with Ivory Stab and Ronin, and then that particular Aqua, they have like almost an exact copy of my team. So I don't mind that actually.
Good to see. Always good to see your own team in these kinds of
You know
things.
what I've not been too happy about?
Yeah.
I jumped into Origin earlier. I looked at my AxSEA. My Aqua is my cutest one because it's a pure black fuzzy AxSEA.
That's
Not
adorable.
not an Origin. It's got a little black face, and then the rest of it's like a blue puff cloud. I'm like,
Oh no.
what happened to my boy? He didn't look like that. And
That's a
his,
little bit unfortunate.
he's full black, not just his face.
You can't just have a black face, man. That's
No, you
not
can't do
great.
that. That's not allowed. That shouldn't be a thing. But are the white axes now just white face? What's going on?
I think it depends. It's on a per axis basis, probably. I'm not quite sure how they translate it, but at least I think we can agree that Origin axes are generally a little bit cuter than V2 axes.
No, I need my full black axe. Fix it. Thanks.
You heard it. You heard it. Sky Mavis. Fix Jaeger's axis.
Make him full black. Give him all of his potential.
Yeah, speaking of potential, I want to see the potential left in this draft. Nera, he's one up. Shiksha, this if he loses his game, it's over. So let's see what they got, and we'll be back when the game pops. Alright, so you see the compositions, ladies and gents. We're gonna hop right into the game. This could be the last chance for Shiksha, who has a bird, aqua, plant, well, Nera. He has his plant, mech, and his mech is gonna be in the middle, which was kind of done to mitigate some backdoor possibilities, but no backdoor even available here for Shiksha. So I don't exactly know how this one's gonna turn out, but I want to see.
I mean, every time we see this matchup, we generally see it go towards the guys that take more damage, that do more damage rather. So Shiksha, just based on what we've seen so far, he's looking primed and ready to go for some bonus damage.
That's true. That's Shiksha. You know this bird can just tear through. It can tear through plants very easily, better than an aqua, and we've seen that quite a bit today. This kind of bird. So I wonder how Nero's actually going to deal with this. He does have a pretty decent comp in itself with a double plant, making him very tanky against aqua and bird. But it's still kind of a toss-up here for Nero. He has to win 2 in a row in order to keep his tournament life alive, in order to keep Vietnam in the game. Or sorry, Shiksha. Shiksha has to keep everything going to keep Vietnam in the game.
Let's see. As soon as those cards come in, we're ready to break down what's happening.
Yeah, it is a little bit difficult to talk about these compositions and what the players are going to do without the cards. So yeah, just once again, bear with us, ladies and gents, as we get the cards going. They will be coming very soon, and as soon as they are, we'll let you know what these guys can possibly do. The tale of the tape as well is that Nera, both of these guys are fighting to get into the grand finals, but Nera has one of the Philippine reps. If he does make it to the grand final versus Dizzy from YGG, it's going to be a double Philippines grand final. So Shiksha, he's going to do what he can to prevent that from happening. He wants to keep the glory of his country. He wants to keep Vietnam in the running for this tournament. So there it is. There is the first move. It's going to be from Nera. He's going to go for a very aggressive line. From the start, he's going to get a steal as well. So very, very good start, as well as already dialing down the HP of Shiksha's front tank.
Worse off for energy, but better off for HP. Now, 3 energy will actually invest everything. Were you expecting? Okay, he's just gonna finish off the plant because the choice there was either Shiksha used an egg manipulate, kept that plant alive, but took the brunt of the damage there from the mech, or he loses the plant. So either way, I think it was fine for him to move there. Shiksha is going to have the energy he needs to do the damage onto this plant though, so he could say goodbye to this plant, but Nero, he's going to have full energy on the round proceeding.
Yeah, and Shiksha with 5 energy, he will definitely take down this plant. However, Nero's in such a good spot already. Gain energy from that card as well. And no, he's not even gonna take down this. Wait, he might actually get the kill here.
No, he won't. Oh,
no,
125, right? Risky fish.
Yeah, risky. It was a little bit of a gamble. He brought it all the way to last stand, and then he was able to get it done. Unfortunately, that's gonna be a dead mech that really wasn't able to do anything. Now Nero's stuck in that 1 versus 2. But he has a plant that does heal, it does shield quite a lot. And this egg manipulate is going to be the death of the bird. It's not even going to do all that much damage because that's only 149. He's going to be able to heal this back up, no problemo. And then get the kill with the wooden stab. Now, Shiksha, what are you going to do here? Plant versus Aqua, and this is an immortal plant as well. He's gonna have to more times than that to get rid of Nero, and I don't think he's got it in him. Even with risky Arco, risky Arco.
Shiksha, he knows this situation already. It's one we've all been in. You're with an Aqua that can't sustain itself. It can do the damage, but Nero can keep making up for it. Keep trying to gather up that energy. You're just gonna keep getting wooden stabbed. And fortunately for Shiksha, he's out. But fortunately for Nero, he's made his way through, and well played. That's a quick 2-0 for Nero. I say quick. Took a bit of time during the pick and bans. Nero, really small, but
yeah,
it
but
worked out.
that does mean though that Dizzy, Nero, both for the Philippines, we're gonna have a Philippines only grand final, and with the number of Philippine representatives that we've seen, it really kind of does cement the Philippines as one of the top competitive regions for AxSEA, at least in Southeast Asia. So that's something to be proud of for me and Jaeger. We are from the Philippines ourselves, even though it's not obvious. I'm also American. He's also British, but it's still nice to see a lockout from the Philippines. Pinoy pride, as they like to say.
And so we will be taking a short break before those grand finals come to play, so that the players can refocus, reorganize, can Nero anti-Dizzy himself, because this is going to be a difficult fight for him, I think. That is all the pressure in the world. This is going to be a best of 5 going into the finals, so ladies and gentlemen, please don't go anywhere, because you're about to have a long one, and we'll be right back.
All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is still the Galaxy Battlesea AxSEA game. Sorry, not Galaxy. That's a completely different one. But the Battlesea AxSEA games. This is now the grand finals. What you've all been waiting for: Dizzy versus Nero. My name is G10 coming at you. With me is Jaeger, and we'll be your casters for this match.
That's right. It's an inter-country fight, and so regardless of what happens, Filipino victor.
There's really not much you can do when the top two is from the Philippines. I mean, Pinoy proud, you know what it is.
We're not biased because we're American and British, so we couldn't possibly.
Exactly. A real international cast here at the Galaxy. Sorry, Battlesea AxSEA Games. I keep saying that. That's a completely different tournament that also finished today. So, well, this time it's Nero, who is not from YGG, but versus Dizzy, who is. And as we've been talking about YGG a lot for a good reason, YGG has absolutely given themselves a name here in the Battlesea AxSEA games. And of course, the AxSEA esports uh, world in general by just focusing so much on their programs, focusing on training their players, and they're absolutely tearing it up. They're reaping the rewards of what they've sown. So that's good to see for us.
We love seeing things. And so as soon as we're ready, we'll be jumping into the map pick, the AxSEA pick and ban. So used to saying map pick and ban, but there you go. And here it is: Nero, Dizzy, the real deal versus the Yield Guild. And I mean, you've seen how these pick and bans have gone before. It's always been the Graveland, it's always been the Bone Sail, it's always been one of the mechs. We may see a few shakeups here and there, but generally those are the three that you'll see disappear. And so while they pick and while they ban, we shall sit in silence and appreciate the, what do you call this, neon wave looking background? That.
The vaporwave background.
Vaporwave, there you go.
All right, so ladies and gents, you see them, Nera and Dizzy. They've got their first teams locked in. Aqua Beast plan for Nera, as we saw in the last match, and Dizzy, he's got the Bird Aqua plant.
You love to see it. And so, this particular damaged bird has won on a number of occasions. Perhaps the balloon causing a bit of fear could pose a problem. There is a speed up, and of course the risky fish for the plant in the front as well. I am quite liking Nero's team at the moment.
Yeah, Nero's team. I love the beast because it does do the manipulation of energy. It's got Goda, it's got Rice, and it's going to do a lot of damage to the plant. So that's kind of what Dizzy's problem is. If he can't find early damage onto the plant, it's going to be difficult to really take it down round 2 to round 3.
Hey G10.
Yes, Eager.
I love you.
I love you as well. We're going to have a good night tonight because Ferrari's going to win.
Let's go.
That being said, you think that YGG is equivalent to the AxSEA esports version of Ferrari?
Does YGG have their own academy?
Yes.
Do they have the best, most expensive players on the market?
I'd say some of them, yeah.
Yes, YGG is the
Momo,
Ferrari of
definitely.
AxSEA.
Yeah, of AxSEA esports, you heard it here first. And they've been around since like day one.
I bet they have the best looking drivers too. I mean, players.
I mean, have you seen Big Gabby? I'd love to be cradled in that man's biceps.
Yeah, that dude took an actual esports pose.
And I mean, they call him big for a reason.
It's because there is a super tiny 5-inch tall Gabby, and so compared to him, he's the large one.
There's Big Gabby and Small Gabby.
Imagine if Big Gabby was actually like 4 feet tall. It's just that there's a Gabby that's 3 feet tall. So the small Gabby and Big Gabby.
You know, it can be like an ironic nickname, you know, like some, how some dudes who are like super big and built, their nicknames are like Tiny.
True.
Or like Little Joe or something.
Pipsqueak.
And there we go, finally. Oh, look at that. Nero's got a
Oh,
very
that's
decent
One.
start, but he destroyed first before he stole, so he's not going to be able to get a steal. But that means that Dizzy's not going to be able to steal back. That's Nero solidly in the lead.
Say solid. He is 1 hit the advantage. In terms of card economy, Dizzy does have 1 extra card and extra damage. Carrot Hammer could provide him the extra energy he may be looking for. Should be going into a skip though.
Yeah, definitely both players will be skipping here. No point in wasting energy at the moment, since they've only got 2 each. So, yep, they did skip round 3, as you can see on the top of the screen, as we wait for the draws to see what they're going to be doing next. I do think that Nera's got a very good chance here of drawing at least one beast card. That could be the difference here. One risky beast or one revenge arrow will, sorry, not risky beast, dual blade, one sinister strike or one revenge arrow will be able to kill this this plant right there. But he's not going to go for the kill on the plant. Well, he will go for the kill on the plant, but not in the way that we expected. I thought it was going to be a beast thing, but fortunately, the aroma saved Dizzy's plant there.
Getting through this plant is super important. Going for the double carrot hammer. This cactus is going to go straight through. Going to keep him alive, give him 2 extra energy. They should both be losing their plants in this round.
Yeah, no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Both plants going to be going down not in this round, not an earlier round, but Nera going to get the first hit onto the Aqua though. Dizzy, both of his AxSEAs are faster, so 100% this is going to be a very dead beast. But so
it's a
will
shame.
his Aqua.
He didn't put the risky fish last. He could have had bonus damage onto the beast, but I suppose that's fine. As the beast will die in the process. There's a balloon pop, and that's going to be enough to finish it off. Bird versus Aqua, and oh dearie me, it looks like Nero has done it. Yeah, 2 extra speed. You don't get any speed boosts when you're a bird like that, and so taking the first map, Nero, taking the first game, Nero, and interesting. Dizzy has been, let's say, he's had a step backwards that we were perhaps not expecting, but Nero, good first move.
Very great first game for Nero. So already you can see how skilled he is, even without being part of YGG. He's already eliminated. He's eliminated El Momomo. Now he's got Dizzy. He's eliminated Shiksha. Now he's got Dizzy in his sights. And if there's anyone who can do it, it's Nero. We did see him absolutely roll the entire Philippine qualifier. He's the one who's actually speedrun it. He didn't drop a game that day, if I remember correctly. So he's got some really great fundamentals, and as his guild does say, as it implies, he is the real deal.
Because his guild's called Real Deal.
Exactly.
I get it. Taking a little sit back as we watch these picks and these bands once again go through, and then as soon as we have the final lineup, we will be breaking it down for you before we jump into the game, and then wait for the cards to be drawn. It takes its time, but I mean, fun.
It do be fun. Alright, so let's get back into the game. It looks like it's a little bit of a replay of the last picks. But
Two to three. Big me.
Okay. Oh, Dizzy though. He does.
Okay.
He's the one this time who's got the aqua. While Nero's the one who's got the bird. So a little bit of a switch up, tiny bit of a switch up. Nero's the one who has the faster AxSEA by default, but Dizzy's the one with the speed up.
Well, that's what it comes down to. That's the thing, isn't it? If it comes down to a bird versus an aqua, if that aqua has moved on the round previous to that last, as a bird, you're kind of screwed. Like, he doesn't have a single weak move on him.
Yep.
So, the real pressure is on Nero to get through that beast and that plan as quickly as possible, because he needs at least one scapegoat, or he needs to be able to avoid taking damage, and or rather, he needs to avoid seeing Dizzy use any of his speed ups. So that means either not attacking him when he's using the speed up on hit, or him hopefully not getting the speed up on doing damage.
Very true. Very true. The thing about Dizzy is he's got two ways to get plus speed on his aqua, so that's really a very good addition, a very good option here. Nero's just gonna have to contend with that. He has to get past these two AxSEAs in the front immediately, as soon as possible. So that means that Nero, if he gets any beast cards turn 1, he's probably gonna go for it. But so will Dizzy, because he's got the he might go for it if he gets the right beast cards turn 1, because he's got the ripped donut. But Nero, he's got more energy manipulation and raw damage on his own beast. And once again, we are just waiting for the cards to be drawn, ladies and gents, and then we can start the bakbakan, as we say, because this is the Philippine finals, both Nero and Dizzy from the motherland. And there we go, the first moves of the game. There is Dizzy trying to go for a little bit of an energy steal there, a little cheeky, but not gonna happen. Nero definitely has the lead in terms of damage, but Dizzy's got 2 energy. Kind of wasted that vegetal bite, but that's completely fine. Dizzy should still be able to take this back, even if Nero's got an early lead. There's the second draw. Still Dizzy trying to go for a steal. So will Nero, but because Dizzy went first, he's not going to be able to steal anything. And Nero, he's going to be able to take 1 from Dizzy, bring them even in terms of energy, and that means that Nero is very, very ahead in terms of damage. But look at Dizzy. He's got double Nutcracker, and Imp, not Ronin. No crits here for him, but that will be the plant from Dizzy going to last stand and ultimately dying. And Nero's plant is going to be standing strong with the pumpkin and carrot. That means Nero's also got quite a few things up his sleeve. Quite a lot of damage here. Double nut.
Gotta love it.
Hedging his bets there. A little bit of an overcommit. He's not going to be able to play his Ronin Imp combo there, so unfortunate for him. But an egg manipulate means it's Dizzy. Oh, he crits the bird! Ooh. Oh, great steal and then an energy destroy. Dizzy is so far behind here. Unfortunate, but still possible for Dizzy. He is going to be faster because of the goldfish.
Or doing damage as well. That's what you want to see. And there's going to be an extra hit. And so 4 damage. He's got 4 cards he can use here. Doesn't matter all that speed going his way. Look what he's had to do here. He's
Look
used
at the bird
so
damage.
much on that beast just to lose to all of this.
Yeah, I think he was trying to pump up his shield so he would possibly not die to Nero's bird. But there you go, Nero with the bird. It was a little bit of a reverse from the first game, but Nero was still able to pull it off this time. So that is Nero with a 2-0 lead. Dizzy, what can he do? This is a guy that we've been following. We know that Dizzy is an incredibly skilled player, won quite a few tournaments, and is coming in to this grand finals from the winner's side. So he went through this entire this double LM without losing a match, and now he's standing on match point. Nero is about to take Dizzy out, and that is just Nero fighting from behind, fighting from the bottom of the brackets, and making his way, making himself known to the YGG members, letting them know, hey, I killed El Momo, I brought him out of this tournament, I took out Vietnam, and now it's my time. It's Nero who deserves to win.
It is very interesting seeing Nero, how well he's doing here. Dizzy, you know, when you put super high expectations onto Dizzy like that, sort of, you know, sometimes you'll see things, especially like this situation where he doesn't get to use his own teams. He may not deliver quite as well as you're used to. And so Nero, he seems to be enjoying this quite a lot. When you put him on the same foot as Dizzy, he's shown what he's capable of doing.
Very much so. And it's really, this tournament from the playoffs onwards was always about who can play some certain axes better. It's not about, you know, having the best axes. It's about seeing the axes in the pool that you were given by the organizers and then using those to do well. And unfortunately, in this situation, it's looking a little dire for Dizzy. It seems like Nero is the one who actually has a grasp on how to play well with these axes.
So, question now is, what do they pull next? Is it going to be... Now watch this. This is going to be the case. I'll tell you exactly what it's going to be. Bird frontline, Beast midline, and then Grass Snake backline.
No freaking way. No way. You know, this could be the last game. Nero and Dizzy.
And then whoever does that is going to win.
Well, we're back to the picks and bans, ladies and gents. As we wait for these bans to come in and as we wait for the picks, we will silently appreciate them, and we'll be back when the game pops up. All right, and this may be the last game of the night, ladies and gents. Nera is at match point, Dizzy at 0. They have pretty much almost exactly the same team, only the Aqua is really the difference here. But other than that, Nera and Dizzy, same front two axes.
Oh, it is a doozy, because if it ends up going down to the Aqua versus the Aqua, you've got speed ups on both these guys, but you have a potential stun coming in from Nero because of the fear, and then that really means that you're removing one of your big damage dealers as Nero. And Dizzy, well, he can go for the entire 4 thing, all 4 of his damage cards, but then he's going to be feared on one of those. So it's a question of who can get that fear off first, or if this is going to be hitting first after taking down each other's mechs. Who is going to be faster is going to dictate the pace of this game, or rather the finale of this particular round.
And this problem being that his Aqua doesn't have 3 Aqua damage cards, right? It's got Arco, it's got Goldfish, and it's got Risky Fish. So he needs to draw exactly Goldfish, Goldfish, Risky in order to get a chance. And those aren't even like high damage Aqua cards either. They're 105s. Meanwhile, Nero, look at him. He's got Risky, Star Shuriken, and Koi. Star Shuriken and Koi, they're like 120s. So having Star, Koi, that will kill the Aqua through, I think, an 80 shield. That's the threshold for it. And Dizzy, he can't kill Nero with a 4-card combo, I don't think. If Nero has something like 60-ish shield. So it would be risky, Goldfish. So Dizzy's Aqua is a little bit lacking on the damage side of things, but speed ups galore. Yeah, Arco, double Arco, and Goldfish are a possibility here for Dizzy to pull out, and that means that if Nera hits him, then it's going to be quite painful for Dizzy. So, all right, first off the bat, speaking of painful, this is going to be incredibly painful. Wow, what a crit there from Nero. That might have kind of saved him the round, but already double Cactus for Dizzy, not waiting around, not wasting any time. Same from Nero, but he went by instead. Oh, this is not going to be great for Nero. His plan already gone. And Dizzy, he's in the lead for a little bit. This Aqua is going to be faster as well because of the Arco. But at least the plant will die.
Yeah, absolutely cleared out there. And damage again onto that mech. Mech is going to be faster, but only than the other mech. Aqua, double hit. That's going to be that taken care of. 4 energy remaining after this round. That's going to be a hit, a balloon pop, and then another hit. That should clear him, right? There you go, 155, and so here it is.
There's a barrage!
1 versus 1. Wait a minute, why? Okay, so you put 60,
Yeah,
but
dude! Oh
he's
my
actually
God!
managed it. 3-0 for Nero.
Round 5! That was the quickest game we've seen all day, I think. And that was a shutout from Nero. I thought he was on the back foot after that, but he's managed to take down Dizzy and become the best player in the Battlexie AxSEA games. Nero is your champion, ladies and gents.
Congratulations to Nero. He has proven himself against Dizzy, of all people. I don't know, that was not what you expect to see from Dizzy. Definitely what you expect to see from Nero. And I think both have changed expectations in their own way. One in a very positive way, one in a way that maybe not. But Nero, very well played from the depths of lower bracket all the way up to this point. Just an incredible performance. What was it, lower bracket? He just ended up
Yes, he
fighting against the
was.
dude. Yeah, so from a loss to an absolute victory over everyone. Well played by Nero.
Well played. His journey through the brackets was something to be admired. He not only did he eliminate El Momomo, another YGG member and Dizzy's teammate, he also took down Shiksha, the last hope for Vietnam, and that was a beautiful 3-0 from Nera, giving what for showing him that Nera may be the smartest player in the Philippines. There's a lot to unpack there, but I think that Nero made the right call on which Aqua to use, because you saw in that second to last round he did get the speed up, while it was not available for Dizzy because he used his goldfish instead, and of course that Aqua wasn't going to get hit, so he wasn't going to be able to speed up. Meanwhile, the speed ups from Nero gave him enough to be faster, and then he had the 4 damage cards. Absolute chef's kiss of a play from Nero.
Well, there you go. That is going to be it. I think we've finished the entire thing. Nero sitting on top, looking pretty as well while doing it. And a big congratulations to Nero, who has fought his way all the way from the bottom all the way to the top. That is quite the character arc for him. It's always an anime plotline when it comes to AxSEA. And so a big thank you again to Blockchain Space, to their Kaizen board as well, Board Punks, Coin Bubble, and Good Game Society, without which none of this would have been possible. And of course, to you guys at home as well. It's been an absolute pleasure casting the Battlexie AxSEA games, especially with my G10 here, of course. And any last words, Gaten, from you as well?
Well, it has been a pleasure. Always love casting with you. Shout out to all of you guys, our audience. We wouldn't be doing this if you guys weren't watching. So thank you, and stay tuned for the next one. We don't know when the next one will be, but we do know that there probably will be. It's been a ride. Congratulations to the Philippines. Congratulations to Nera. We have proven that the Philippines is a dominant AxSEA region. And without further ado, I think it's time to call it good night. It's been a pleasure. G10 coming at you. With me has been Jaeger, and we'll see you in Imola.